Hello friends and welcome again to another AFK journey video. In this video we're trying to defeat or get the highest score on the Necrodrakon on the difficult boss stage, because we went in and we upgraded our teams. Right now our teams are looking a little bit better. We're at level 220 on my main carries and then 210 on the rest. This Necrodrakon requires, as we said before, units that can change their positions. If you have Reese, that's a big boost for your account. If you have Marily at Mythic Plus, Corin at Mythic Plus, Vala at Mythic Plus, that's also insane. Also Temasea. We're gonna go and do different strategies and line up and check how much damage we can do. Now, one of the teams that you can use is without Smokey. One other team is with Smokey, since Smokey stands in his own position and he doesn't help you a lot versus this boss, and he doesn't do his cloud, his big AoE cloud, unless you put on him something like this one, the enlightening spell, which is hard to do here to reach the boss. Actually, you need to put him in this kind of position and play everybody else up there, and then you will try to get as much possible damages as you can. Now, the best lineup that I was playing so far is this lineup. Actually, I'm playing Odie away from my Smokey so they don't get hit with the same, or playing him here so he doesn't get trapped in the poison with the Smokey, and the ones in this lineup in the front get the hit. Now I'm gonna play different lineup and I will show you how much damage that we do actually. I'm playing the Quick Blade spell because it will amplify my Corin damage, my Kruger damage, and my Vala damage. If you have Marily, it works on her. But if you want to play magical for Odie, Odie is still one of the best damage dealers for this mode until we get to the higher stages. For Necrodrakon, he's not recommended. I recommend swapping him with Reese. Reese will work absolutely fantastic. And you can play also Rainier. Rainier will help you and buff the biggest damage dealer that you have. So we're gonna try and test this team, and I will show you two other teams that will deal good amount of damage. As you see, we did almost 50% of the damage to the boss. Now we're gonna go and try to maximize this. And of course, my levels, I put them on my Odie, on my Vala, because they are the highest damage dealers. So let's go and try and check this one. How much damage could we do with this simple lineup? As you see, Odie does not move, Smokey does not move, Vala move, Corin move, and Kruger moves a little bit to the front and stays in the front. This is why we're gonna remove Kruger in the next try or lineup, and we will check what could give us the best results, because I want to play Temasea. I'm building her. Temasea is really good here. And as you see, we're ramping up good amount of damage. The problem is with this stage that when you hit the 40%, the boss starts one-shotting you if you're low on levels. And as you see here, everybody is dying, and this is before 40%. At 40%, I guarantee you it's the timing, because I changed Odie position. If I play Odie, it's similar to the playstyle or the team that I was playing him. Let me show you here, because we can do even better. Odie was like this, and this is the lineup that we went and did the highest damage. Because of the poison that is stacking on top of Smokey, Smokey ramps up his energy bar more and more, and he gets to do his ultimate and buff us again and give us healing. The burst of heal will allow us to survive a little bit. And depending on Vala jumping back and forth and which position she takes. So as you see here, underneath every unit there's this bubble, and Vala jumps, and Corin jumps, and everybody else still have it, which doesn't allow them to get energy recovery. And Smokey, okay, Odie died, sadly. Smokey didn't heal. Please, Odie, just do your burst of healing once again, because it will help us. And we lost our Kruger. Corin is tanking a little bit now, and Smokey will not heal again. Yeah, we're dead. But at least we got to the 46%, to the 47%, which is good. This is a basic standard lineup that could get you to these amounts. Now, what could you do other than that to maximize your damage and change positioning? So we can remove Kruger and play Temasea. Temasea, now if you have Marily at Mythic Plus, 100% play her instead of Odie, not instead of Vala, because she will allow you to get to the 50% and Vala will start shredding the boss. This is what you need to focus on. Now, of course, Odie right now is very important and super great and crazy. You can go and use him and continue using him. We're gonna try Temasea. All of them deals physical damage except our Odie. So we're gonna keep this one. Now, if you want to play more sustain, you can play this one. This one will sustain you and give you a little bit of health with the attack boost that you get because it gives you healing. But we want to play for damage. Hopefully we can get some more damage with this lineup. I'm playing Themyscira, as you see here. Themyscira and Corrin are up front, and Vala will jump. Smokey will stay in the cloud, but that's not important right now. Hopefully they will stay, and as you see, the poison that the boss dropped, the circle of poison, he's dropping it between Corrin and Themyscira, which is good. Themyscira is not taking a lot of damage because she can tank with her seasonal buff as well. She can buff your team, and she's a good damage dealer for this boss. She moves her location. Pretty much everybody moves except Smokey and Odie, and this time we're gonna survive until the next wave from the boss, which is really good. Hopefully we're gonna get some healing from our Smokey before everything wipes us. Odie is taking a lot of damage, and here we go. We're gonna get the blow, and we're still dealing good amount of damage. And yep, Corrin only alive, and Corrin is dealing amazing, insane amount of damage. I will show you the damages that is done by Corrin. This is without Kruger, we get similar results, but with Kruger, you amplify your physical damage. Odie is still dealing the most damage because we didn't drop to the 50%. If you drop to the 50%, Vala will accelerate, will double her damage, or actually triple it. Corrin is dealing a lot of amount of damage. Now Themyscira is not dealing that much because she's not highly built. Another lineup that you can change and play, if you didn't build Vala and you're still free to play, and you want to play a similar lineup that could help you here, you can play Thorin as a main tank, you can play Cecilia, but this time you want them to stay apart as far as possible, Odie and her, because they will be hit by the poison underneath underneath them. Now this lineup is not the best lineup, and I play actually this lineup this way. So my Cecilia could stay alive, my Odie will go with the tank up front, and he will get the heals from Smokey, and he will get the heals from Rainier and the buffs from Rainier. And yeah, I'm playing this one again. Now you can switch it up and play this one, and this one will keep you surviving even more, and it will give you an attack buff because it has a 7%, a 6% attack. So let's go and check this lineup. Can it do better than Vala? Because I think this lineup is really good, but the fact that they don't switch their positions or they move any one of them on this lineup will be a downfall for this lineup. But because this is the most friendly free-to-play option that you can do. Plus Thorin, if you have him at 2K+, he will be linked with your other unit, which is here in our case is Rainier. You can link him up with Cecilia. I will show you how the positioning goes, and we're still dealing decent amount of damage. Odie is surviving. This is a good buff. I think this lineup works a little bit better than the other one that we showed. Hopefully we can survive the next wave, and then we can deal even more damage. And no, we will not survive this one. Yep, we will not survive it. So it doesn't work as good as the other one that I showed you. Corrin is a must on this lineup because he survives and he protects everybody else. So the last one that I want to show you, I don't want to make this video too long, is playing Vala with Mr. here, and we're playing Corrin as our main tank. Or you can play Smokey, your main tank. He will die anyway, so you don't care about it. You can play him like this, and he will give us heals for our Vala. So let's check out, does this work out? Does this team goes? But I highly recommend playing Corrin. Corrin will survive anyway. So here we go, let's check it out. Hopefully we will deal more damage with that. Why I'm buffing Vala? Because Vala can deal a lot of damage. Now I can remove Vala and put Odie instead of her. Let's do it in the next run. I don't want to make too much attempts. I just want to show you the best lineups that you can do. Rainier is really good with this lineup for buffing your main damage dealers. As you see, Corrin is tanking. Corrin is giving us the shields, the HP. Plus he's dealing good amount, relatively decent amount of damage. Plus Vala is surviving even more, and she can deal even more. Now if we get below 50%, we'll absolutely start shredding the boss with Vala. Hopefully Vala could do something here. She got the buff from Rainier, and our Corrin didn't survive. This is why I don't like to play Smokey on this lineup, but it's our best option, and the boss did this AoE. Still Vala surviving, still getting some heals, and hopefully she jumped, and she jumped still in the puddle, but almost 40%. So let's try it out this time with giving the buff for Kruger, so Kruger could survive, or for Corrin. Corrin could survive actually, and we're gonna play Odie. I think we can survive without Odie if we play somebody else. Maybe Corin. I mean Kruger. I think I'ma do something like this. Wait a second. So like this, and we put Kruger up front. So the only way that we're surviving here or healing us will be the artifact, and it will be Rainier on our Corin. I don't think Corin needs it. I think who needs it the most is Odie. We can do it on Odie. Odie could survive this. Yeah, Odie can survive this, and Vala could deal a decent amount of damage. So let's go and check this out, because I didn't try this out. Now, always the puddle of the boss will be up front beside him, because there's Kruger, there's Odie, and there's Corin. And our Vala and our Rainier will stay in the back line, will not take that much damage, unless it's from the ultimate from the boss, the AoE that he did. And as you see here, Corin is giving us sustain. Our artifact is giving us a little bit of sustain, which is really good actually for the team. And Odie will survive because he's getting the buff from Rainier. He's getting the buff, the boss is getting the debuff from Rainier as well for his attack. So everybody died except our Odie and Vala. Odie is still surviving, dealing a little bit of damage. And we got the buff heal. And can we do damage? No, we can't. So straight up, the lineup is the one that moves, the one that is surviving the most. Temesea is good, but putting Kruger in the lineup will allow you to get better results. So as we said, this is the best lineup so far that we ran, and this is what's working. For me, on my account right now, if you have a similar account, just remove Vala and play Marilee. If you have them both at Mythic Plus or Supreme, you can remove Odie if you want and play Marilee. But I highly recommend removing Vala and playing Marilee. Marilee will help you a lot before the 50%, and even if you got it to more than 50% with Marilee, it's consistent more until you get more levels so all of your team can survive. Then you can play Vala to finish off the boss. If you're getting to the 80%, you need a finisher for that, and it will be helpful with Vala. And yeah, that was it for the video. Let me know about your scores and what teams that you used. Maybe I could spread the message and help other people. And yeah, that was it for the video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, I thank you for watching. And as always, stay frosty. Peace.